Howdy folks, Brian Custo back with you again at the Roseville Show, and today we've got Cindy Leverett from Reptilemania. Her and her husband Jeff have recently opened up a reptile shop in my hometown, which is very exciting for me, so I'm glad to have Cindy sit down and talk with you about it, and she's brought some animals. We're going to check it out right now. You're watching Triple B TV. I grew up in Livermore.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, so
That's what was
so
cool.
then you know where our shop is at.
Yeah, well, you guys, where your shop is at didn't exist when I was growing up there.
Really?
Aren't you guys in the,
84, Isabel and 580.
Yeah, so 84 used to go right down First Street when I
okay.
was growing up there. And then they rerouted it to be down Isabel. And
Well, and you know where the outlets are? On Stone Ridge?
Right, those didn't exist when I...
Right, so when you go through those outlets and you keep going and turn into Jack London, we're like right there. I'm literally like 3 minutes away from the outlets.
Right.
And somebody told me, oh, we were just there. We should have come and visit your shop. I'm like,
So how close to the airport is that?
oh gosh, like I could throw
right
a
across
rock.
the street?
Yeah.
Okay,
I could throw a rock to the airport and probably hit a plane.
gotcha.
But yeah, so I mean, I tell people, you know, all the time, if you just Google us, you can actually find us. We're actually, Jeff made sure he plotted us on Google, and so you can actually find us there.
And of course, you've called the shop Reptilemania.
Yeah, we
Yes.
do. Yeah. Reptilemania.com is our website and also our persona here at the shows. But for our store, it's just Reptilemania. But we kept that name because everybody knows us by that.
Yeah, it only makes
We're
sense.
all, you know, like everybody knows, hey, Reptilemania, yay, hi, you know, so yeah, but it's pretty cool. Our shop already has a review, which is great on Google, and it's got 5 stars, so I'm good with that. But it's only 1 review, so I'm
How long have you guys been open to the public now?
only since April 1st.
Okay.
And it was a pretty soft opening because we're still trying to get like stuff in, but we have gotten a lot more since then. So we've got a lumber product. We just got a new shipment in, so we've got a lot more Exoterra things, enclosures and things like that. So that's really good with the product. And we also have quite a few more animals now too. So we have bearded dragons, more leopard geckos, you know, things that people can come and see and buy.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, when I heard you guys open the shop there, I was like, I wonder if they know that I'm from that town. I was like,
No,
I was like,
I
yeah,
didn't.
opening a shop in Livermore? Sweet.
I didn't know that. That's so weird. I love the area you live in too, but Livermore was a nice area because there isn't much around there as far as reptile shops go. I heard there's one in Hayward or something.
Yeah, there is one in Hayward. I mean, there's obviously the East Bay Vivarium in
East
Berkeley.
Bay Vivarium, yeah, they've
Yeah.
been there forever.
Right.
But they actually, it's kind of nice because people have said, you know, driving all the way to East Bay Vivarium, you know, they've done it, but they're really happy that we've come there. I have one of our regular customers who comes in, and he buys some feeders, and the feeders cost $18, the amount that he buys, and he gives me a 20. He says, just keep it. And I was like, you don't want your change? He goes, no. He goes, I'm supporting local businesses. He goes, I love that you guys are here. And so it was great.
Yeah.
It was nice to get those kind of reactions to us. The people that live there have been really excited that we're there. I've had a lot of people come in. They're still deciding what they're getting. Well, you know, they'll be back. This one girl, she's so excited. It's really funny because she's come in like several times, and she has a leopard gecko named Jeff. But Jeff, I had to laugh because, you know, that's my husband's name, Jeff, you know. But she was told it was a boy, and then someone told her it was a girl. Someone else that looked at it said they were kind of experienced, and then she brought it into the shop, and she goes, "What do you think?" And I looked at it and said, "Oh, it's definitely a boy. It's definitely a Jeff. It's Jeff all the way." And she goes, "Oh, okay, good." And then I named it the right name. I was like, "Yeah." But now she's looking at getting a children's python. And she held one of our females, and she's in love with it. Her eyes like sparkled. I not kidding. And so her mom first came in and looked at it and held it, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, it's so sweet." And then she said, "I'm gonna have to bring my daughter." So she brought her daughter because she'd been considering getting a snake, and so she loves the snake now. And so then she brought her dad in because her dad's not a big snake fan. He told me an anecdote that happened, his story in his life when he was younger. He actually accidentally stepped on a snake, and it slithered underneath his foot, and now he's just like horrified over snakes. I'm like, that's not a bad experience.
No.
Being bit by a snake is a kind of a terrifying thing.
Yeah, it's a little off-putting.
Off-putting. I guess that's a better word. But I have been bit by a snake a few times.
Yeah.
I had a rainbow boa whack me in the arm really hard. I wound up with a huge bruise. I've been bit by ball pythons, which is unheard of for me because usually they don't. But sometimes, you just catch them on a bad day. But anyway, so then she brought her grandma in the next day. So she's really trying to convince everyone in her family that she needs this snake. And she told Jeff, she says, oh, well, my dad said that if I'm really good for 2 months and I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do, that he'd consider getting me her. And I'm like, oh God, I hope I don't sell her, or I can just say, oh, this is it. I mean,
Hopefully she's not watching this video.
No, I know she, but they're all very nice. I told her that. I said, listen, if this one isn't here, we do have a lot of nice ones. And she goes, but I want this one. I was like, I know. So I try not to show that one. I try and just show the other ones, and I'm trying to hold on to that one as long as I can. Because if I can hold on to it long enough and she can get it, I would be ecstatic.
Yeah,
Because
totally.
she really is in love with it. And I love how kids are so enthusiastic about the hobby.
Yeah, man.
And more each day, I see little kids, their eyes are just like so big. So that's cool.
That's how I was in the
Yeah.
reptile shops, man.
I love educating people.
Dude,
It's fun.
speaking of eyes big looking at animals, let's can we?
Okay. Yeah.
I say we go small to big. How about
Okay.
that?
All right. So
I'm gonna get this box out of your way.
So this little crested gecko, some people call them eyelash geckos,
Oops.
is a very nice one. It's almost a full.
Because they have crests and it's funny that they're the one
they
gecko
look like they have
species
eyelash.
that don't have eyelids, but they do have eyelashes.
Yeah.
They just don't
and-
actually use them for
Right.
eyelash purposes. Or do they? Does that actually keep things out of their eye? I mean,
It does shield them a little bit.
yeah, sure.
But if they get anything or their eye becomes a little dry, they will lick their eyeball. So I always get a kick out of seeing them do that.
It's one of the things that I live for is to see a crested gecko lick its eye.
And this one actually is almost a full pin. It's only missing that one little spot there on its back, so it's called a partial pinstripe.
Okay.
So it's got all of its little pins except for a couple on his towards his tail there.
Yeah, I know.
Right about there is missing a couple.
Okay, yeah, I know nothing about crested gecko morphs.
And this one is it's looking tiger, so it's got the little tiger stripes on the side. It's a real pretty, almost citrus tiger, so it's because it's got very, very yellow. This one's going to be phenomenal when it gets older. When it becomes an adult, it's just going to be gorgeous, and it has a real great head structure as well. It's got a great personality. It's not as jumpy as some of them. There's some that are a little more jumpy than this
sure.
one. This one's really kind of calm, especially for its size, because normally it takes them to be an actual adult to be this calm. But this one, I'm impressed. I'm impressed by its demeanor and its calmness. It's really cool.
Yeah, there's people flying all over the show everywhere. He's just kind of sitting there chilling, taking it all in.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Awesome.
And they have a prehensile tail. If they lose the tail, it does not grow back.
Yeah, you know what? That's been the thing that has always puzzled me about
Right?
crested geckos. It's like they are one of the lizard species that uses their tail like for climbing
Even-
and for things. They have a
Yeah.
pad on their tail that
Yeah.
is actually a pad that sticks like their feet.
Mm-hmm.
And yet if they lose it, they don't grow back. And then you've got western fence lizards, blue bellies, which use their tail for seems almost nothing except for maybe a little bit of balance while running.
Yeah.
And that they just grow them back like nothing.
Like it's water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never understood. I still don't understand. Maybe
And-
somebody could leave a comment down below and let us know why the crested geckos
they use their tails so much so, more
that
so
they don't. That you would think they would get it back.
more so than a gargoyle. And the gargoyles don't use their tails as much as the crested. However, the gargoyles will grow their tail back.
This is what I'm talking about.
See,
Why
and
does the
they don't use their tails as much as cresteds. If you notice the gargoyle, he kind of keeps his more straight. He doesn't use it as much, and he also doesn't have a pad here.
there's no pad on it. See,
No.
this doesn't Somebody's playing a cruel joke on crested geckos, and we're like, yeah,
Mother Nature.
Here's a tail. You need to use this tail as much as possible.
Mother Nature.
If you lose it, you're not getting another one. Sorry, that's
Right.
reserved for all the other species that don't use it as much.
Yeah, because these guys, they don't use it as much. They do use it some,
Yes.
and they do use it some. Hi.
I feel like she just talked to him while he's on the mic there. I don't know.
Right?
Yeah.
So, but they don't have that pad. It's more pointed. Go ahead. You want to jump? Go ahead. You want to take it? Go. There you go.
Nah, yes.
Yeah, so they're cool, and they do use it some. You can see he moves it. It's a prehensile, but these guys the Cresteds use it way more. It's so much. I just don't understand it. Makes no sense.
I don't understand either. Please, somebody that thinks they know what they're talking about. I'd love to know
If they can figure it out, that'd be great.
why. Just why.
Yeah. So these guys are all pretty much the same care. They're fairly easy to care for as well. They don't necessarily require a special light or heating. They're room temperature. They don't require a lot of humidity. They also don't require bugs. They have a great nutritious diet available to them out there. They're all from New Caledonia, as well as this giant New Caledonia gecko, Leachianus. This one is from, this one's a locale of Nuana, pure Nuana. She's also a snowflake. Come on, baby. These guys have got some really good heft. They're one of the smaller of the Leachianus, the Nuanas. They're the smallest, I believe, in the locales, but they have a good girth. They're very hefty. Their body is real thick.
Yeah, it looks solid.
Yeah, really solid.
Solid.
And this one is a snowflake. There's also, I have one at my table that is a lavender. So these little markings right here are actually lavender in it. The one I have at my table is only a year and a half, so it's about half her size. This one is 7 years old. She's already producing duds, so she's clearly ready for a boyfriend. For whoever wants to take on those projects.
Dude, the feet, just like the whole like I'm wearing a glove 3 times too big for my hand look of the feet is just.
And the feel of them is they're so soft right here, and they feel really awesome. It's kind of it's hard to know.
It's just it's such a substantial.
Yeah, she will take off.
I'll use 2 hands. You're okay. I got you.
You're all right.
Sorry about your toe.
So and notice her tail, how short it is.
Yeah,
I find that amazing.
It's a little stubby thing.
But
yeah.
she uses it really well. She hugs her log like it's her boyfriend.
Tuck it right in there.
Yeah. Woo. Hi, honey. Come on.
Man, it's such a substantial
What's
gecko.
the word I'm trying to not
Girthy?
magnificent or magmus or what is that word? It's like I can't think of it.
That means big?
No, it means
Mammoth?
like it means like just so awesome. Like I can't
massive. That was massive.
One word, I'm just can't think
massive.
of it right now. Yeah, but she is phenomenal.
Reggae massive.
Almost magical. How she is.
I feel like magnificent is good.
Yeah.
Glorious.
Glorious.
She is glorious.
Yeah. Amazing.
Majestic.
Brilliant. But yeah, they're really awesome creatures. Now, there's a phrase that some people use, and I use a different phrase. Some people say that they're cage aggressive. I don't like that phrase.
Cage defensive?
I use defensive. I say that they're defensive, and I always tell people, listen, picture a large, huge, gigantic person reaching into your home and trying to grab you.
Might be a little,
defensive.
might have some feelings about that.
Yeah, so I don't consider them cage aggressive. I consider them defensive. And as long as you try and approach them with being very mindful that they're in their house, it's gonna go a lot better. Now, anything with a mouth obviously can bite you.
Sure.
And I have been bit by a smaller one.
She didn't bite me. I put my hand right in front of her face when she tried to run over there.
Exactly. So, but
they're quick. You know what? They're faster than they look. They are certainly faster than they look.
Yeah, and she can get away if I let her.
She looks like she's just gonna kind of slumber along, and then just all of a sudden, zoop, lightning.
But look at that face. She looks like a little reptile puppy.
Yeah, you know, it's like a.
She looks like a Shar-Pei. That's what I think.
Yes,
It's a
there
wrinkly
you go.
little puppy.
It's the reptile
and
Shar-Pei.
the skin is it's just like a Shar-Pei, I'm telling you. We have a lot of these things available at our shop. We have a lot of animals available at our shop, and we also have some that we also like to have our breeders out available for people to see them and see what we're breeding with, so that they can see our breeders so they can see what our babies are coming from.
It's fantastic. I love that. Well,
So-
shoot, Cindy, I appreciate you taking the time to come over and to sit down. It's
Yeah.
good to see you.
You too.
And
you too,
freaking,
man.
I'm stoked about what you guys got going on over there, man.
Oh
It's
yeah,
fantastic.
yeah, and we're really, we really have lots of hopes for our bright future, and we hope
When you
that
guys
people
are-
come see us. And
When you guys are ready for me to come over there and do a film and like do some close-up
definitely
shots, let me know.
Yeah, we're gonna. It's getting really close.
Cool.
So I'll let you know,
Awesome.
and then hopefully you can come over there and check
Oh
it out.
yeah, I'll call. Like my
Yeah.
grandma's in town, my parents are in town, same house I grew up in. So
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be really nice for you to come out and see our shop, and
thank you guys for tuning in. As always, we're going to be doing a Zoom call with Cindy and maybe even Jeff too, right after this video is over if you're watching it live, because we premiere these videos so that we can have live chat while it's airing. That happens right before the live Q&A Zoom call. There's a link down in the description if you want to join us for that. And that's it for us today, guys. See you next week on the next video. And until then, you've been watching Triple B TV.
how's Hillary?
Hillary is fantastic.
That's good.
She's she's in Livermore right now. With
Oh, is she?
Yeah, she's with my kid, because I'm from Livermore. I don't know if you know that.
No.
You didn't know that, huh?
Uh-uh.
Okay, let's get this thing in there.
Oh, okay. I thought that you had always been from the area that you were from, that you were in. Like you were. I love that area, by the way.
I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm
don't know.
like,
You're-
I'm really. Can you scoot forward, maybe?
Yeah, I didn't know how forward you wanted me, so.
Let's see what's going on here. Make sure we're all in the shot. Make sure everything's good. Everybody looks fantastic.
And you're directing this because I don't know what to say, so.
Yeah, of course I'm directing this. I'm the director.
That's right.
Oh man. Oh, let me have some of that pizza, bro. Oh. I'm so hungry.
They do like Lady and the Tramp.
I was ready.